The Pilatus PC-24 looks like a jet built for freedom. Short runways, fast cruising speeds, and luxury interiors. But behind the performance lies the real question. How much does it actually cost to own? From maintenance and insurance to pilots, hangars, and hourly fuel burn, this is what owning a PC-24 really takes in 2025. Cabin. Let's start where you'll be spending most of your time. The cabin. The PC-24's cabin measures 14 feet and 4 inches in length, giving you more room than most light jets can dream of. With a width of 5 feet and 1 inch and a height of 4 feet and 9 inches, you're not going to be bumping your head every time you stand up, unless you're exceptionally tall. But dimensions are just numbers on paper until you step inside. The cabin volume of 501 cubic feet translates to real-world comfort that puts many larger aircraft to shame. You can configure this space for up to 11 passengers, though 8 is the sweet spot for comfort. The standard layout typically features 4 individual seats in a club configuration, with an optional 3-seat divan opposite the entry door. The seats themselves deserve special mention. These aren't your typical airline-style torture devices. We're talking about fully adjustable, leather-appointed seats that can swivel, track, and recline. Each passenger gets their own window, and those windows are 30% larger than what you'll find on competing aircraft. Natural light floods the cabin, making even transcontinental flights feel less claustrophobic. Storage is where the PC-24 really flexes its muscles. The baggage compartment holds 61 cubic feet of gear. That's enough space for golf clubs, skis, and enough luggage for a week-long European adventure. But here's the kicker. You can access this storage area both from inside the cabin and from the outside. No more hoping the ground crew doesn't damage your expensive equipment. The cabin technology keeps you connected at 41,000 feet, high-speed internet, multiple charging ports, and a cabin management system that controls everything from lighting to temperature. Ensure you stay productive or entertained throughout your journey. The noise levels are impressively low for a turboprop, measuring just 68 decibels at cruise. That's quieter than many jets. Cockpit. The cockpit of the PC-24 is where Pilatus really shows off their aviation pedigree. The Advanced Cockpit Environment, or ACE as they call it, features the latest Honeywell Primus Apex avionics suite. This isn't just fancy technology for the sake of it. This system reduces pilot workload while enhancing safety margins. The primary flight displays are crystal clear, with synthetic vision technology that essentially gives pilots X-ray vision through clouds and weather. The system displays a 3-dimensional representation of terrain, obstacles, and runways, making approaches to challenging airports significantly safer. Weather radar integration means your pilots can see and avoid turbulence before you even know it's there. One of the most impressive cockpit features is the automatic emergency descent system. If cabin pressure is lost at altitude, the aircraft will automatically descend to a safe altitude and notify air traffic control, all without pilot intervention. It's like having a co-pilot that never gets tired or distracted. The flight planning system deserves special recognition. Pilots can plan routes, calculate fuel requirements, and even account for performance on unpaved runways. Because remember, this aircraft is designed to land where others fear to tread. The system includes a comprehensive database of airports worldwide, including thousands of unpaved strips that open up destinations impossible for conventional business jets. Stick around until the end to see the one hidden cost that catches almost every new PC-24 owner off guard. It's not what you think, and it could add hundreds of thousands to your annual operating budget. Engine and performance. Under the hood, or should I say under the wing, the PC-24 packs 2 Pratt & Whitney PT6A8C engines. Each engine produces 1,200 shaft horsepower, giving this aircraft the power to climb directly to its maximum altitude of 45,000 feet in just 24 minutes. The performance numbers are where things get really interesting. Maximum cruise speed hits 440 miles per hour, while long-range cruise settles at a still respectable 360 miles per hour. But here's where the PC-24 separates itself from every other business aircraft. It needs just 2,425 feet of runway to take off, and only 2,550 feet to land. Those numbers mean you can access over 21,000 airports worldwide. That's more than double what most business jets can handle. Grass strips in Nantucket? No problem. Gravel runway in Alaska? The PC-24 doesn't even break a sweat. This capability opens up destinations that would require commercial flights, plus long car rides in any other aircraft. Range is equally impressive at 1,940 miles with maximum payload. That connects city pairs like New York to Denver, London to Moscow, or Los Angeles to Chicago without breaking a sweat. With reduced payload, you can stretch that range to over 2,000 miles. The aircraft's certified service ceiling of 45,000 feet puts you above most airline traffic and weather. Combined with the speed, this means you're not just getting turboprop operating costs, you're getting jet-like flight times and comfort. Costs. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the financial reality of PC-24 ownership. The baseline price for a new PC-24 starts at approximately $10.7 million. But that's just the entry ticket to the party. A well-equipped aircraft with typical business features, leather interior, advanced avionics options, and premium paint will push you closer to $12 million. Want the full luxury treatment with custom interior design, special exterior schemes, and every available option? You're looking at $13 to $14 million before you even start the engines. But purchase price is just the beginning of your financial journey. Annual operating costs typically run between $1,200,000 and $1,500,000, depending on flight hours. This includes insurance, maintenance, hangar fees, crew costs, and fuel. Let's break that down further. Insurance runs approximately $50,000 to $70,000 annually. Scheduled maintenance costs average around $300,000 per year. Fuel costs depend entirely on usage, but budget roughly $400 per flight hour for fuel alone. For charter operations, expect to pay between $4,000 and $5,500 per flight hour, plus positioning costs if the aircraft needs to travel to your departure point. Here's that hidden cost I mentioned earlier: training and certification. Unlike jets that might require annual recurrent training, the PC-24's unique capabilities mean pilots need specialized training for unpaved runway operations, high-altitude airports, and emergency procedures specific to turboprop operations. Initial type rating training runs approximately $75,000 per pilot, with annual recurrent training adding another $15,000 to $20,000 per pilot. Despite these costs, the PC-24 represents exceptional value in the business aviation world. You're getting jet-like performance and luxury with turboprop operating costs and unprecedented airport access. For owners who value flexibility and capability over pure speed, the economics make compelling sense. The resale market remains strong, with used PC-24s holding their value better than most aircraft in their class. This isn't surprising given the limited production numbers and unique capabilities that no other aircraft can match. When you factor in the destinations you can reach, the operating cost savings compared to jets, and the sheer capability of this aircraft, the PC-24 isn't just an airplane. It's a ticket to places and experiences that simply aren't possible with any other business aircraft on the market today. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of ultimate luxury, a like and a subscription would mean the world. And for those who dream of flying in style, click right here to watch our video on the real cost of owning a Gulfstream G4. See you in the sky.